والصلاة والسلام على أسوة سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحابه وسلم تسليما. قال ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد لي أشري وأشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونشكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بشرا. قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى. آمين يا الله آمين يا الله. We thank Almighty Allah for giving us another opportunity to witness another Friday, the best day in the week, and it is globally believed that Friday is the best week, best day in the week. Likewise, Ramadan is the best month in the year. Likewise, the day of Arafah is the best day in the year. We thank Almighty Allah for making us to be Muslim, because if one is not a Muslim, such a person has no right or what has no particular record before Almighty Allah, because Almighty Allah said, "Waman alaqtu al-jinn wal-insa illa liya'budun." The purpose of our creator, the purpose of our creation is to come and serve Almighty Allah. And there's nowhere or there's no modality to serve Almighty Allah than performing of Salat, which is the highest service to Almighty Allah. We thank Almighty Allah that we happen to be among those who worship Almighty Allah. We are among them. We appreciate Almighty Allah. Today we are delving into education. The federal government of Nigeria made a proposal recently that age of 18 years should be the minimum age for anybody writing. It's a CE and JAM. Then we want to look at what does Almighty Allah says about it. Almighty Allah, through his promises to level in me, that education is a compulsion, is sacrosanct in the life of Muslim, both men and male and female. Then we want to look at is that proposal, is it in line with the dictates of Almighty Allah? Then how does a Muslim should look at it? I have two scholars in the studio. We are going to be doing justice. We are going to look at it from two angles. As Prophet Muhammad said that he was leaving two things that whenever we follow it, we can never be astray: the Quran and the hadith of Prophet Muhammad. Then that's the format. Anybody who deviates from the two is can never be called a Muslim, because that's the lie. Yes, we have Ustaz Nurini Adeleke. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Likewise, I have Ustaz Tijani Kamaldeen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Happy Jumaat.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, for witness to another Jumaat today. We ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to this one should not be the hand for us.
Let us take it from the Quran, because the Quran is the highest book on earth. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ikra. بإذن ربك الذي خلق.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله المبعوث رحمة للعالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على خير الأنبياء محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. We give thanks and adorations to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us an opportunity to be a Muslim. So I used to say it is not by our knowledge, it is not by our power, but it is a real mercy from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's why we are Muslim. So we also beseech the abundant blessings of to the Prophet Muhammad, his household, and the companions and the generation of the Muslims. Now, according to what we just said, Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Ba'd billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us from this particular noble ayah that He prioritizes education, He prioritizes knowledge above anything. In fact, as far as Muslim is concerned, you cannot do anything in Islam without having a required knowledge for it, except you'll be doing something otherwise. So you have to make sure that you have a perfect education, you have a perfect knowledge about the ways, do's and don'ts of Islam before you started practicing Islam. Before, if you see people practicing Islam and you do not know what they are doing, and you just want to copy them, so definitely you will not have the reward of what you are doing. So that is why Allah said that فَعَرِفُونِي قَبْلَ أَن تَعْبُدُونِ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَعْرِفُونِي فَكَيْفَ تَعْبُدُونَ. So you have to understand who is Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have a perfect knowledge of who is Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before you start, practicing Islam, or before you start doing anything that Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked you to do. So as regards to the education system is concerned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in another ayah, Allah said, بَرَضْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ يَرْفَعُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمَ دَرَجَاتٍ. Allah said, yes, indeed, He's going to raise those people who have the belief in Him. But those people who have the knowledge, those people who have the education about it, so He's going to raise them higher, even above those that they just only have the belief. So that tells you the rate at which Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed the education. So He placed it above everything. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that utlubul ilmi min mahad ila lahad. So you have to seek for knowledge, seek for education from the cradle to the grave. So there is no limit to it. In fact, from the beginning of your life till the end of your life, that is where your education will keep on taking place. But when we are looking at what the federal government have said as 18 years for those that will write WAEC or those that will write, actually this is not an Islamic society. It's just a mix of both Islamic and other religions as well. But as far as Muslim is concerned, we just have to consider several factors. What are those factors? That what are the curriculums that we have in the system, in the educational system of Nigeria? Before they could jump up to this, what are the curriculums? Are the students actually aware, or have they been taught what they're supposed to know? Do you get what I'm saying now? So we are just saying that because if you look at it, Islam does not give a particular age to a student. That before you can proceed in life, you have to be in this particular age.
We are still calling to that one,
Okay.
to the poster of the federal government.
Okay.
Let me go to Madam Kamaldeen. Yes, Madam has said that Quran has authenticated the essence, the necessity of knowledge. Then Prophet Muhammad said, "Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli Muslim wa Muslim." What does Prophet Muhammad also added to the necessity of knowledge?
Thank you. Alhamdulillah, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, la siyasa la budil kitabe, wa lam yajil lahu iwajan, qayyuman li yushrabatan sadida min ladunni wa yubasira lil mu'minin. Alasina ya mauluna soliyati ana lam ajian, ma kisina fil abadan. We thank God for being spare our life till today, for seeing another Friday, and the first Friday in the month of September. So we thank God for being spare our life until today. According to what my counterpart has just said now, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ali Murshidu, is our driver. Is our driver that will drive all of us into the Al-Jannah, in which all of us are expecting, in thereafter. See, Prophet Muhammad said, "Gutulubu uluman walau kana fi sini." No matter how. So where we should look for knowledge. Knowledge is very, very essential. What are we miss? What are we lose in our mix today? What are we miss in our mix today? We miss adab. Adab means knowledge. Some people are saying, they will not say, we are civilized. When we are talking about civilization means education. Without education, there's nothing. You cannot become anything in this life without education. So with education, you can progress higher, and higher. So talk of what is being in ground now. That 18, before you can get to the institution, to higher institution, you must to the certain of 18 years. You must get to the certain of 18 years, which is not supposed to be. So we should seek for the knowledge from cradle to grave, from tender age to the graveyard. So knowledge is very, very essential and very, very important. So once you let your children know this is the right thing, this is not what is right, this is what is right, this is not right. So at that anywhere that you hear, so they will not even be high, they will not stay aloof anywhere they hear. So they will know that they are complete human beings. So you should not stay aloof anywhere you are.
Exactly.
So let the people know that you are there educationally.
Now let us now go. Madam has also established that the fact that program mandates education for all. Now, the policy of the government is that when a child starts, before getting to work from one step to the other one, then to pre-KG, KG that we are using now, primary, secondary, before finishing secondary school, the person will be near 17 or 18. So that's why they beg it. Then their thought is that some of the some young people who are going to universities nowadays, some of them are being lured into cultism, alcoholism, some other bad things because of their inexperience in terms of age, because of what the government knows or what the government believes according to the constitution is that before you can allow your child to go away from you to the university, such a person must be an adult. And 18 years is constitutionally an adult. I think that one is why the government says that they should be at least 18 years before going to write WAEC. When you write WAEC, you can get admission of that very year. Can we say that that is justifiable?
Thank you, Jazakumullah Khairan. As far as that question is concerned, I have actually started it the other time, because when you look at those issues, the reason work, but as far as Islam is concerned, Islam does not dispute that particular aspect of what they've said. But what I'm after, or what Islam is all about, is that what are those things you are teaching your students? What are those things you are giving to them as at the time before they reach the age of that particular 18 years? Because when you are, there are some, when you go to madrasa, when you go to Islamic schools, we have curriculums, we have tawheed, we have tajweed, we have, fiqh, we have all those aspects of knowledge, as we have it in Western education as well. So, but at a particular time, it is being expected that a student of knowledge should be able to have this particular idea, should be able to reach that particular level before they move to another level. But the second thing is that the curriculum they are taking them, have they been able to look at them? What exactly inside that particular curriculum? If we said that the students are misbehaving when they get to higher institutions, can't we find a way of making sure that our curriculums are well structured to the extent that we have to imbibe the habit of good character, good behavior in that particular curriculum? The fairness of God, the fairness of parents, because anybody that does not have fairness of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bound to misbehave. Yes, we have to, if it is Christians, how are they handle those things? In fact, if you go to our primary schools these days, you discover that majority of them does not have anything like Islamic religion or Christian religion studies again. All those things has been in an extension, and those things has meaning. Those things has meaning because those are the studies that teach the students or the pupils how to have the fairness of Almighty Allah and not to misbehave in their actions in the future. And if all those things have been expunged from the structure of academic system or from the structure of the curriculum, so definitely the students are bound to make mistakes, or it's bound for the students to make errors. So as a result of this, my advice, as far as the program is concerned, is that they should make sure that even at that particular 18 years, they should make sure that they restructure this education curriculum that is going to imbibe the way of good character, that is going to have the good character in the curriculum. That is, when you are in this particular state, this is what you ought to have known. This is what you must be doing at this particular time, or even before you leave this particular arena. And that particular exhibition will be in them. That they will started behaving good before they started behaving well. You could have seen those things in them even before they move to the next level. yes, it is bound to happen, or we could see that majority of them, when they get to higher institution, they misbehave. Our parents at home, what is their impact? What is the impact of the parents? Because you see, there are some, students that they are misbehaving outside, not because of anything. What their parents are doing inside is what they are exhibiting outside. It is not the school system that is teaching them to be misbehaving outside. Look at the parent. How does the father dress? The father that is the father that is something like somebody that has been addicted to alcohol. A father that drink marijuana, that that smokes cigarettes and stuff like that. And the mother as well that is selling, paragas and stuff like that has many concubines here and there. How do you expect the child of that particular family to behave outside? They say charity begins at home. So that is just it. We have to make sure that we imbibe the curriculum. We make sure that the good character has been, structured into the what? Into the educational system. That is what we can achieve.
Just only 1 minute. What are the things that the parent should use to support the children, particularly at that very particular mature age?
Thank you. The first and foremost is parental care. Parental care is very, very essential. And after God fearing, parental care is the second one. Because if you have God fearing, anywhere that your children go, them might go. So they will have, if they have that God fearing, so they can able to know how to behave outside. Even though as a parent you will have rest of mind on the type of the children that you have. Then parental care is very, very essential. Because people are watching us at somewhere else. Not the people that are watching us, but our children, whatever that we are doing at home, our children, so they are the ones that they are also watching us. Because we are the first teacher to them. So
more time again, we appreciate you on behalf of the director and producer of the program, Adachi, to say Imran. He asked me to thank you very much. And Ustaz Nuruddin Adeleke, we appreciate you on behalf of the entire crew. I thank you very much for supporting that program. We are going to meet again by the grace of God, inshallah, next week. Till then, ma'asalam wa ila lakum.